Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Buffalo Bills. On the Texans sideline, head coach DeMeco Ryans. And what a run it's been so far as this franchise tries to get to the Super Bowl for the first time ever. Across from him, his counterpart, Bills head coach Sean McDermott. His guys back in the AFC Championship. And this time they have Bills Mafia with them. And they're going to need him if they plan on punching their ticket to the Super Bowl.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Well, as you can see, they're not operating at full health today, partner. That's been a big story the last couple of weeks. But the bottom line, their record is solid, and you know that this is still a very dangerous team, even with those guys missing.
What they have shown us throughout this season is that this team has stayed focused, and some injuries, they're just not going to derail the momentum they've built up all season long. They continue to go out there and play and get their best performances. You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big play here for Buffalo. 52 yards.
No surprise he was targeted on that play because you and I both know quarterbacks like guys who can catch the ball, but they actually expect that. They love the guys who do something with it after the catch.
Yeah, impressive making him miss on that tackle attempt. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Davis, he'll try to run for it. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the right hash, this from 33. Prater's kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
All right. 18, what's up?
Stroud off the play fake. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Now a run. Here's the rookie from USC. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Joey Bosa, so strong, able to fight his way in there to make the play.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
18, what's up?
And Stroud now to throw. Open man, that's Jaden Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. 18, what's up?
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? It might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Here we go. 18, what's up?
Play action. Stroud now. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Stroud. They set up the screen, marks, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Stroud sets up the play action. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there, and now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in.
Now this is picked up by the Bills.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's Allen to throw it. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw, it's Allen. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Throwing now is Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Coleman, the man in motion left. Here's Johnson again on second down. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's Allen. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
On the ground, it's Marks to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Stroud to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
18, what's that?
Stroud looking to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo set to get the football back here. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he's going to have a Bills 1st down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it again here with Davis. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Allen. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Texans will take over. Houston's offense taking over again. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Stroud. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. A gain of 8 there on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
18.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Marks now on 1st and 10. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 18.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bills ready to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Allen going to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
The tight end in motion right. Now Allen. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They set up the screen to Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stroud out of the gun here. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 60 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Texans 7.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, Allen Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
Here we go, let's go. At 18, what's up?
Stroud going to give him.
In the game.
Welcome back, everyone, to Orchard Park, just south of Buffalo. We're in the second quarter as it's the Texans in control of the football. Throwing now is Stroud. They're looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
And here come the Bills. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Off the play fake. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 52 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
All right.
Stroud looking to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
All right.
Well, they'll go play action here with Stroud. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Out, that's right. 118, that's right.
Stroud going to give to Marks. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here we go. Tony.
Once more with Marks. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8.
On the quick, right? Another swap.
Stroud off the play fake. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
13 yards on the
Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Look like the defense.
Now Sean McDermott going to throw out the challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
18.
Here's Stroud. Open man is Higgins. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
First and 10 at the
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. From the 23, here's a 2nd and 5. Stroud. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee you, he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
18. That's it.
As Stroud now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now Stroud. They set up the screen, Marks. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Woody Marks, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
Bills 10.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bills ready to take over.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
Allen going to throw. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Allen from the gun on third down. He'll try to pick it up himself. Allen, nifty footwork. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Allen. Now he fires deep for Shakir. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Here's Knoll. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Brought down by Ed Oliver.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So halftime now here on Sunday Night Primetime. Let's get it to Scott Hansen in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. 2 more quarters to play here, and the Super Bowl matchup will be set. Let's take a look at what happened earlier this afternoon. Our look around the NFL starts now. In the Pacific Northwest, the Seahawks at home to take on their NFC West rivals, the 49ers. And it's the man who spent 2023 with San Francisco, Sam Darnold. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. And here's a look at the current playoff bracket in the NFL playoffs. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Second and 10. Stroud to throw it. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he is going to help. As it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
It's a gain of 6.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a 2nd and 2.
Over. 18.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis.
Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
This is caught. Touchdown. Josh Palmer, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Prater on to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Bills 17.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
18, what's up?
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
18, what's up?
Stroud out of the gun here. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
On the handoff, Marks. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Play action. Here's Stroud. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First down, Houston.
Here we go. 18, what's up?
They go up the middle with Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Marks. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This now a 3rd and 4.
Oh, right. 18, that's it.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Open man is Collins. He's got it. Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Stroud keeps it.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
It seems like a short distance, but a yard in this situation, not easily done. So big compliments to the guys up front for creating some space, and especially the guy taking the snap and finding a spot, finding a sliver, an opening, and making it work.
18, that's it.
Chubb on the counter. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Second down and 8.
Here we go. 18, that's it.
Stroud sets up the play action.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Oh, a free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
On the quick, right? 18, that's it.
Stroud working out of the gun.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
18, that's it.
A handoff here to Ogunbowale. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
All right. 18, that's it.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins with his second touchdown of the night. And the Texans have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's up and good to make it 21-17. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now out come the Bills. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They're both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Cook again. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First and 10 at the 49.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Motion man is Shakir. A first down carry for Davis. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop.
A gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
And here's Davis to run again on second. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
And the Bills first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Palmer going to go in motion left. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On the draw, this is Davis. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it fourth down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
A 49-yard attempt.
And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive. And we get a peek at the kind of game he's having. It's been a good game. 8 catches now, Charles.
Everyone likes to spread the ball around. They want a lot of people to catch it and touch it, get a lot of guys involved. But sometimes when you have the hot hand or a person who is just really taking care of business in their part of the field, you have to keep going back to him.
All right. Tony.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
This is 2nd and 8. Stroud will run the option left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
On the quick, right? 18, what's that?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Throwing now is Stroud. Now he's going to step up and run. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the 1st. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Oh, that's the thing, the beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Inside give to Davis. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That's another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And now they'll throw with Allen. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
At the Texans' 21-yard line.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd down and 6.
And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up 4th down and 1.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. Prater's kick is good. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Houston set to take over. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. At 18, what's that?
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Stroud looking to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Operating from the gun, Stroud. This one left side caught by Collins. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
18, that's it.
Looking to throw. Stroud. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some room to work. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38.
Look at hot. 18, that's it.
Now Chubb running right. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
All right. 18, that's it.
They'll go play action here with Stroud. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? Operating from the gun. Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On the quick, right?
Marks now on 1st and 10.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Here we go, let's go.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
18, what's up?
Back to throw. Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Texans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number one receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. Now first and goal.
Here we go. 18, what's up?
Chubb. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Oh, 18, what's up?
They'll try and power it home here with a fullback Johnson. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal.
All right. 18, what's up?
Stroud keeps it. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Texans have taken the lead here now in the fourth quarter of this championship game.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Allen and the Bills now down by 5. 1:11 to go. A field goal won't help. They need a touchdown to send them to the Super Bowl as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
That is caught by Shakir. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And the Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Allen. That's caught right side by Palmer. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
A loss of 2 brings up.
And now the spike with 36 seconds left to go. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. To throw is Allen. That's complete. It's Cook. And that play will do nothing but take seconds off the clock. He's out of bounds for no gain. And now 4th down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing, Allen. And that's complete to Cooks. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that may put a period on this AFC Championship game. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. The Texans, they are going to the Super Bowl as we sign off and say goodnight, everybody. And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.